Hi everyone and welcome. Previously we have uploaded few shorts regarding Liligo T4 ESP32 LCD display. Okay, and we have covered few example in those shorts like matrix example, meter example, digital clock, PNG images, analog clock and everything. Now in this video, we are going to cover the getting started guide for Lilygo T4 ESP32 LCD display with Arduino IDE. Okay, so let's see how you can getting started with Lilygo T4 and Arduino IDE. Now, if you want to purchase the Lilygo T4 display, then here is the link. Okay, I have already attached the link here. You can click here and you will be navigated to this site for purchasing Lilygo T4 display. As well as here I have attached the official GitHub repository link of Liligo T4. Now here is the entire official GitHub repository link for Liligo TXX display, and this covers the Liligo T4 display. Now here you can see we have the Liligo T4 version 1.3, and here is the few instruction for that, and here is the quick start guide for Liligo TXX display. Okay, now here is my Arduino IDE, and here you can see in the boards manager, if you search for ESP32, then we have installed the latest ESP32 boards. And if we navigate to the library manager, then as per this instruction, we have to install TFT ESPI library from the Arduino library manager. Okay, so here you can search for TFT ESPI and then you can install the latest version. Okay, once you install the latest version, then you have to copy the buttons folder, okay, from this Liligo TXS library folder to your Arduino library folder. So basically, once you download this entire GitHub repository link, you have to copy this button 2 folder to the Arduino library folder. Okay, so here you can see I have downloaded the entire Liligo TXX master GitHub repository, and here is the entire folder. Now if I open this folder, then here I have LIB folder. So I have to navigate to the LIB folder, and here is the button 2 folder. Now inside this we have the examples and everything. So what you have to do is you have to copy this button 2 folder. You have to go to your Arduino library folder. Okay, so you can navigate to the documents, you can navigate to Arduino libraries, and then you have to paste that entire button 2 folder here. Okay, and then after you are set to program your Liligo T4 display. Okay, let's read the instruction after that. So once you copy it, okay, there is one more instruction pending. Yeah. Okay, so we have completed these two things. Okay, now for each of the board we have to do something. So we have the board T4 version 1.3. So I have to open user setup select.h file in the TFT ESPI directory, okay, in the Arduino library folder. So here is the library folder of Arduino. Now here I have to go to the TFT ESPI folder, and if you scroll down, then here you will see user setup select.h file. Okay, so you have to right click, open that in any IDE. Okay, now here you have to search for include user setup.h. Okay, so you can copy this and you can find it here. Now you have to disable this, okay, or you have to comment it out, and then you can search for this thing. Okay, now Control F, Control V, and you have to enable this. Okay, that's it. You can press Control S to save it, and you are good to program your Liligo T4 display. Now I can open the Arduino IDE. Okay, I can use any example to program our Liligo T4 display. So let's go with the examples. So here is the TFT ESPI example, and here I am going to run the Pong example. Okay. Now, before uploading the code, you have to make sure that you have selected the correct settings in the tools section. So in the board, you have to select ESP32 dev module. Okay, so here, let me connect the board with my system. Okay, so this was the previous program in this board. So I have connected the board with my system. Now here we are going to select the board ESP32 development board. Okay, and we'll select the COM port here, and then we'll press OK. And then after, in the PSRAM, we have to enable it. Okay, we have to enable the PSRAM. So where is PSRAM? Yeah, we have to enable this one. Now flash size 4 MB. So in the tools, flash size 4 MB, 32 MB. Okay, it is selected. Now flash mode, it's a DIO, so we have to select DIO. Okay, and yeah, that's it. Now what we can do is we can compile the code first, and then we will upload this code to our T4 display. Okay, so we have successfully compiled the code, and now I'm going to upload this code to our Liligo T4 display. And here you can see the Pong example. So let me adjust it. Yeah, so here is our Pong example. Okay, now if you want to run the matrix example, then also you can run the matrix example in the same format. So you just have to go to the files, you just open the example, you scroll down, go to the TFT ESPI, and in the second option 320 by 240, and here you have the matrix example. Okay, TFT matrix. So just open that example and just hit the upload button. Okay, and here you can see the matrix example. Okay, now let's run the clock example. So again, you can go to the files, examples, and TFT ESPI, and here you have the clock example. So clock digital, and you will have your digital clock in this Liligo T4 display. Okay, here is my digital clock using Liligo T4 ESP32 LCD display. So this is how you can use Liligo T4 ESP32 LCD display for your different projects. Okay, now this video is mainly focusing on the getting started guide. So we have covered everything that how you can getting started with Liligo T4 display. Okay, now here is the official GitHub repository link for Liligo T4 display. Here is the product link, and once you navigate to the official GitHub repository link, you have to download the entire GitHub repository. Okay, you have to install TFT ESPI library from your Arduino library manager. Okay, you have to go to the board section and you have to install ESP32 boards. Okay, the version is installed in my system is 3.1.1, and for TFT ESPI I have installed the version 2.5.43. and once you install ESPI and the ESP32 board, you have to navigate to the TFT ESPI folder in the Arduino library folder, and then you have to update the user setup underscore select.h file. Okay, you have to disable the user setup.h, and you have to enable this include files. Okay, you can copy this and you can find it here, and here you have to enable this, or you can say you have to uncomment it, and then you have to save it, and then after you are good to go to program your Liligo T4 ESP32 LCD display. And don't forget to set your tools menu with this setting. Okay, so here is the tools menu, and in the tools menu you have to select the board ESP32. Okay, so which one is the right one? So clock, yeah, ESP32 development module. Okay, and the PSRAM, you have to make it enable. In the flash size you have to make 4 MB, and in the flash mode you have to select DIO, and then after you are good to upload your code into your Liligo T4 display. Now let's meet in the future videos with more example in Liligo T4 display. Till then, take care, goodbye, and thank you.